Well, hello. I have not hopped on YouTube in forever to record a video, but here I am. So, as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about the journey I've been on for the last about 2 months. If you're new here, my name is Jessica. I am a content creator and a mom of an almost 3-year-old boy named Kason. I love being a mom and I am an all over creative. I love doing content creation. I also screenwrite, and I have a mom community that I just started. We're actually having our first event coming up this summer, so stay tuned for that. But I know you're here for the tea. Well, it's not really tea, but I know you're here to hear about what I want to talk about today. So, as you can tell from the title of this video, I am in a new phase of my life, and this wasn't supposed to happen. Well, I never expected it to happen. When you get married, obviously, you don't expect to get divorced, but things happen. And I'm going to be so honest, 2025 was probably the worst year of my life. Now, it didn't start out that way, it actually started off pretty good. Me and my now ex, we were on good terms. Things seemed that they were on the up and up. We seemed like we were just, on a good trajectory. And some things happened family wise that kind of just threw everything for a loop. So in 2025, not only did I lose the relationship with my husband, I also lost the relationship with my mother. And if you know me, me and my mom have been close for as long as I can remember. But it was kind of like a snowball effect. The reason why I decided to go no contact or whatever you want to call it with both of them was basically the same reason. And I just felt like they weren't aligned to be in my life anymore. And those were very hard decisions because I love my mom. I still love my mom to this day. I don't have any beef with her. Um, And of course, I loved my husband, did not see us getting divorced, but it just seemed like we were on two separate paths. He also was dealing with some mental health issues and substance abuse issues, which just turned into a whole bunch of other things where I started to feel unsafe. And when my nervous system is a wreck, it's just not good for me. So, in both of those situations, I had to choose what was best for me and my mental health and my nervous system to take a step back and to let them go. But I'm making this video to encourage a woman that maybe you're thinking about starting over, or maybe you're in the process of starting over. It is really okay. You have to choose you. And the more you get comfortable with choosing yourself, the easier these decisions become. Um, I'm an empath, so I feel deeply for people and I also see the best in people. But at the same time, you can see the best in people and also realize that they aren't the best for you or the best for your nervous system. And that's what I truly realized. I felt like I was pouring a lot into my marriage, and not saying that he wasn't pouring in as well, but I feel like I was overly pouring when a lot of the issues were things that he needed to deal with within himself. And if you are not self aware or you don't have those tools to do that, like people are only going to be a crutch, you know? You have to heal and do those things on your own. And I felt like, my life was just becoming a mess being connected to that. And ultimately, I stepped away. So now I am a single mother, which has been very tough. I haven't had a break since I left. I mean, I had a little break, thank God for supportive people like my dad. And I'm also starting over financially, um, because for most of our marriage, he was the breadwinner. And for like the last 3 years since we had our son, he was like the primary provider. So it's like starting over from ground zero, trying to figure out exactly what I want to do career wise and not settling just for a paycheck. but just figuring out exactly what is aligned for my path and for my purpose. If it's not in alignment for me and my purpose and what God sees for me in my life and what I'm supposed to be here to do, then it's got to go. So, yeah, it's definitely been very tough. There's been nights of me crying, it's been frustration, it's been stress, but at the same time, I also have like this peace over me that I haven't had in a very, very long time. The last few months of 2025 and early 2026 were very, very rough to the point of me actually having to deal with my ex-husband being incarcerated, which was very traumatic, and having to do life by myself and just figuring out those type of things. It has been a lot, and it was something that I did not expect. I feel like those things had to be shaken up for me to have a wake up call to be like, hey, you're not on the right path. And these things have to be removed from your life for you to focus on what you're supposed to be doing. And I'm just in the season of pivot. I've been learning pivoting probably for as long as I've been out of college. I graduated from college in 2014, and none of my career life has gone as planned. I thought that I would be living in New York, working for Essence magazine, and eventually starting my own magazine. And that's not how things panned out. I had to end up pivoting what I wanted to do for my career multiple times. And then also falling in a season of not being able to find a job and having to rely on my other skills, like being a nanny. So those, like, being able to pivot has helped me in this season because of course I never expected to be a single mom, but learning how to pivot and being strong in those moments, and also giving myself grace and allowing myself to feel my emotions, allowing myself to really take my time and figure out what Jessica wants, what I want to do moving forward, has been very helpful. And so moving forward, I'm just looking forward to continuing to pour into myself, continuing to be the best mom that I can, really building my social club and mom community, because if you know me, you know that I love building things for women, connecting with women, and just giving resources to women. So that is my focus, is to continue to build my content creator career and then also build my social club. But I just want to encourage moms out there that it's never too late to start over. And I'm grateful that I do have a support system because everybody doesn't have that. Now, I don't have a huge village, but I'm so thankful for my dad that let me come back here. I don't have to pay any bills, and he's letting me figure out exactly what I want to do. And he is also helping me so much. So I appreciate that. But first of all, if you've had a baby, you are a superwoman. So women are just so strong, and you can do anything that you put your mind to. If something is disturbing your peace, get out of there. Get the hell out of there. Like, it is not worth it. It really is not worth it. And I'm not saying any of this to bash my ex, but this is just simply my story, my journey, and I'm looking forward to what's next in my journey. Honestly, I can't believe that I am in the process of divorce because things just happen so quickly. Things have just unraveled so crazily that you would think my life is a Tubi movie. But nonetheless, I thank God for his grace. I thank God for his strength, for giving me strength. And I also want to give myself credit because, yes, I believe in God, but I have been doing the work too. I've been doing the internal work. And a lot of the stuff that I have been realizing um, is that the things that I was accepting from my ex are things that I kind of grew up thinking, I wouldn't say is normal, but basically separating the person from the bad quality. I grew up around a little bit of emotional instability, but also around a parent that loved me very deeply, would do anything for me, would literally go to bat, would literally fight for me, do anything for me. So it was a little bit confusing because it's like, okay, this person will do anything for me, but at the same time, they can be very harmful when it comes to my nervous system when things are not going right. So those same things that I grew up seeing were things that I accepted in my marriage, until I literally could not anymore. It was literally making me like have the shakes. Like I was so discombobulated, and I don't feel that way anymore. I feel at peace. I don't go to sleep with a million things on my mind, a million solutions that I need to come up with. And um I've just been realizing that I've been in survival mode so long that I don't know what just living and existing feels like. It's been a breath of fresh air to be in this season of just living and figuring out stuff, because yes, this is my first time on earth. I am 33 years old, going on 34, and I'm still figuring things out day by day, and I don't have to have everything figured out. I can literally take it day by day, and that's what I'm doing. And also, I just think that I feel like I was kind of robbing myself of, because I'm such a strong person and because I'm an only child, I've had to figure out and do a lot by myself. I never have allowed myself to really have that soft girl life or soft life treatment, even though I was provided for financially, and I'm appreciative of that. But like, I think what men have to understand is that being a provider is not just financial. It's in every aspect of the word. Physically, emotionally, spiritually. Like, you have to provide that safe haven for your woman and your children. If they don't feel safe, then of course they would want to leave. You know what I'm saying? And so I really just, if God sees fit for me to be in a relationship in the future, I just really am valuing new things, and I wouldn't say not overlooking red flags, but also just really paying attention to how emotionally stable and mature someone is, and um looking for somebody who really just wants to provide in every aspect of the word, and provide mostly peace and a stable environment. That is what I'm looking for. Like, you cannot provide me peace, please stay away from me. I've been through enough. Like, I've literally been through the ringer for the past year. So that's my journey right now. I'm going to be doing more videos in this series, just talking about my journey as a single mom, since this is my first time doing this and it's very fresh and very new. So if you are also on this journey, please leave me a comment. Please leave me some encouragement. I'm really big on building community and inspiring and encouraging women. So yes, if you're new here, love you, and I will see you in my next video.